Good morning, everybody. So I'm just going to do a brief video today on Luke chapter 12, verse 7, that talks about, well, I'll read verses 6 and 7 here and then talk for just a few minutes, just give a little word of encouragement here. But Jesus talking says in verse 6, "Are not 5 sparrows selling for 2 pence, and not one of them is forgotten in God's sight? But even the hairs of your head have all been numbered. Then do not fear, you are of more consequence than many sparrows." So Jesus is talking about our importance here, our importance to God. And in the previous verses, he's talking about God's authority. So here in the context, Jesus is talking about how important we are to God and God's authority. And the verse I want to focus in on in verse 7, "But even the hairs of your head have all been numbered." The hairs on your head have all been numbered. It's not saying that God just knows how many pieces of hair you have. And I know that's easy for you, Scott. You don't have any hair yet. Good one. But my beard, I grow my beard out, that's numbered as well. So there you go for all you jokesters out there. But my point is that God not only knows, but in the context of caring for us and his authority, he actively numbers our hair, just like he does every event of our life. It's not just something that happens, that he watches from the sideline as it grows. He grows it, he plans it, he numbers our hairs on our head, and he numbers the events in our life. Every one of them are placed in order perfectly by God in order to give us the exact experience that we need to shape us to be what God has created us to be and to enjoy that existence to the fullest extent and give God the fullest glory because he numbered these events to happen in our lives, whether they're the joys, whether they're the people that came into our lives, whether they're the trials that came into our lives, whether it's the death, whether it's the sin that we committed, whether it's the broken relationships, the makes, the misses. Every single event is ordered and planned by God, and there's nothing we can do to change that. Even as we move through life, say we go and get a haircut. If we get a haircut, are the hairs on our head still numbered by God? Yes, they are. So as we move through life and we make choices and we live our life, all of that remains numbered and will produce an outcome of joy and thanksgiving and knowledge of God that is specifically ordered by God, those experiences, in order for you to get to that point. Yeah, I remember when we were on vacation and my 2 children, this is when they were younger, probably like 5 and 6, and they were sleeping. We were in Disney World and we were taking a bus home, and I remembered this verse, and they both had full, thick heads of hair. And I was just looking at their hairs, how many pieces of hair they had. I'm like, well, first thought was, that must be nice to have hair. But as I just kind of looked as they were sleeping at their hair, it's like there's so many pieces of hair that they had. It's going every which way, and you can't even see the roots. There's so much of it. I mean, it's just a chaotic mess of hair. And yet, each one of those, the way they lay, when they fall out, how they are combed. Every one of those pieces of hair on every human being that has ever existed is numbered by God. Look at the authority of God. Look at how much He cares. Look at how much detail He puts into the plan of our lives. And it's mind blowing. I don't think it's an accident that Jesus used that analogy. That even, or maybe it's not an analogy, it's just a statement. Even the hairs of your head have all been numbered. Because you look at the hair, those of you that have hair, you poof it up, make it look nice. Sometimes you don't do anything with it and it's all over the place. Regardless of what you do, it's all numbered. Just like in life, regardless of what we do, it's all numbered. It's all God's plan. And it's all working out for our good. Even though we might not be able to see where the root goes and it might look chaotic, it's all under complete control because God cares so much that He's going to put that much detail into our lives and leave nothing to chance. Nothing. He has an end in mind that's going to be unimaginable how great it is. And so He carefully orders every step along the way, just like He orders the hairs on our head because of His love for us and because of His authority. And that's who God is. And so whatever we go through, we know that it's ordered by God, and that's a great comfort to me, and I hope it's a great comfort to you. So God bless you all, and I will see you soon.